Hello students, this is for class 11th, topic application software, subject informatics practices and topic is application software. Students, in the last video we had talked about the system software. Now in this video I will give you a brief introduction about the application software. What is application software? How many types of application softwares are there? So let's see what is an application software. Here you can see in the quotes, an application software is the set of programs necessary to carry out operations for a specific application. Means the specific application task can be performed with the help of application software. This type of software pertains to one specific application. For instance, a software that can perform railway reservation function cannot prepare result for a school. In the same way, like the application to type the letter, to make presentation, all that comes under application software, which can perform the task for a specific application. There are three types of application software: general purpose application software, special purpose application software, and the third one, sometimes it is not given at many pages, but it's also there, that is bespoke application software. It is also known as customized application software or tailor-made. Customized or tailor-made application software. Let's see one by one. First is general purpose application software. What is a general purpose application software? This software is a type of application that can be used for variety of tasks. Means multiple tasks, the software which can perform variety of tasks, multiple tasks, that comes under the category of general purpose software. Means all the generic works, all the general types of work can be performed by the general purpose application software. It is not limited to one particular function. If any software is limited to one particular function, it means that will be a specific software. But the general purpose software is not limited to one particular function. For example, what are the general purpose softwares? Like a word processor, presentation software. So here given that a word processor could be classed as general purpose software. Why? Because it would allow a user to write a novel, create a restaurant menu, or even make a poster. Means different general works can be performed by word processor. That's why word processor is a general purpose software. Here you can see presentation software like OpenOffice Impress or PowerPoint presentation. This is also an example of general purpose software. Here given some more examples like word processor, spreadsheet, presentation, graphics software. Different softwares are there which come under the category of general purpose software. Next, specific purpose application software or special purpose application software. What is special purpose application software? It is a type of software created to execute one specific task. Remember this, that it is limited to one specific task. It cannot perform general tasks, variety of tasks. For example, a camera application. With a camera application, you can only capture the photo or record video. That is a specific task. With camera application, you cannot write a letter or you cannot make presentation. That's why camera application is a specific purpose software. Or the software for performing company's work or medical work or hospital work. They are also in the category of specific purpose software because they perform only one specific task. Another example would be a chess game. The software for chess game, it is also a specific purpose software because it allows only to play chess game. No other application can be performed with this software. Another example, Chromium web browser, because it's a application, sorry, it's a specific purpose application software. Why? Because it only can perform the task related to searching the website, searching the web pages, or retrieving the websites or information or web pages. So it is limited to the specific task. It cannot perform general variety of tasks like letters, presentations, or other things cannot be created by this. So other examples of special purpose application software are web browsers, calculators, media players, or other different programs. Next software, that is bespoke software, also known as customized software or tailor-made software. Why customized or tailor-made? Because it is prepared or it is developed according to the need of the user. As per the choice of the user, it is developed. That's why it is tailor-made or customized. Means custom, according to the need, according to the requirement it is developed. See, bespoke application software is a tailor-made for a specific user and purpose. For example, a factory may require software to run a robot to make cars. However, it is the only factory making that car in the world. So the software which is making the robot to make a car, that software is a tailor-made software which has been prepared according to the need of user. So the software required would have to be specially built for the task. Other examples might include software for the military. Means according to the military needs, according to the army needs, the software will be designed. That's why that is tailor-made or customized software or bespoke software. Another software which is made for missile or UAV operation. Software for hospital, software for medical equipment, software for library. These are some bespoke software or tailor-made software or customized software, which is made or which is prepared or which is developed according to the need, according to the requirement of the user or organization. I think you have understood now what are the different types of software. Let's see how the user performs the work with the computer hardware by different softwares. Here on the top you can see user is there. And then user gives the instruction through application software. Then application software fetches the information to system software. Then the system software makes the hardware to work. Means the instruction directly does not reach to the hardware. There are interfaces, there are mediums. The user uses the applications like MS Word, PowerPoint, or calculator, or media players, or different other applications. That's why we call that application software. So whatever application the user use, it means the user is giving instruction through the application software, and then the system software is receiving that instruction from the application software, and the hardware is receiving that instruction from system software, and accordingly the hardware is performing the function. Like if user types A, or if user clicks on home tab or start button, then the instruction goes through application software to system software. Means system software tells the hardware that the start button has been clicked. Now you have to show the menu of start button. Then the hardware, like the screen, monitor and the CPU, both works together and shows the start button. Or home tab have been clicked, then the instruction goes to the hardware by the system software that you have to show the home tab menu. Then the home tab menu opens. Like this, every function, every task of user is performed by the mediums. That means the user's instruction reaches to application software through word processor, through spreadsheet, through graphic design software, through database, through presentation software. The user gives the instruction and it reaches to system software, that is the operating system. The OS takes the instruction from the application software, and then the OS makes the hardware to perform the function. Like if user wants to calculate, then the OS means system software asks the CPU to perform calculation, or ask the CPU to click by the mouse, or give a printout by the printer, or show the text through the screen, or different functions. Now, except all these three types of software, let's talk about some more softwares which are there, that is utilities. Utility software, it is a part of system software only. There are many more utility software which help us in our daily life. They are used to maintain and keep safe our computer. Our computer is kept safe and maintained by the utility software. What is utility? Let's see. Utilities are those helpful programs that ensure the smooth functioning of the computer. Utility programs are simply utilities are meant to assist your computer in different tasks, like antivirus helps to protect your computer from viruses, like the backup helps you to store your data safely as a backup, as a copy, like the recovery software helps you to retrieve your deleted data. Like these are utility software which helps your computer to function smoothly. Some utility help you backup data, some help you remove outdated files, some help to recover data that has been accidentally erased. Means many utility softwares are there. Here you can see the short definitions. Utilities are those application programs that assist the computer by performing housekeeping functions like backing up disk or scanning, cleaning viruses, or arranging information, etc. Let's see what are the different utilities. First, text editor. This utility program is used for creating, editing text files. Backup utility. This utility program facilitates the backup of disk. Means different files which are there on the disk, they can be created, their duplicate copy can be created and kept at a safe place, and that's what that is called a backup. Another utility, compression utility. This utility programs allows us to compress the large files into small size, which saves your storage space. Disk defragmenter. A file is fragmented when it becomes too large for your computer to store in a single location on a disk. When this happens, your computer splits the file up and stores it in pieces. So you can use fragmented files, but it takes your computer longer to access them. So to access the fragmented files very fast, we use disk defragmenter. This utility program speeds up the disk access by rearranging the files and free up space on your computer. Another utility, antivirus software. This you already know that antivirus software helps us to scan viruses from the disk and remove it to keep our computer safe. So that's all about the utility software. Another software, that is the software libraries. It's very important because in class 11th and 12th you will study the software libraries in Python language, programming language, like Python pandas, Python numpy, and Python scientific Python. These are software libraries. What are software libraries? When programmers develop software and programs, they have a pre-written set of code or function or classes or scripts, etc. available to do a variety of tasks which they can directly use in their code. It means when the programmers write the code or writes a program, sometimes they need different class, different functions, different modules to be brought in their program. So for that they use the extra libraries of the programming language, and that only is called software library. So here in class 11th and 12th there is Python programming language, And Python programming language also has software library, that is the NumPy, Scientific Python, and Panda library. I think you have understood. That's all for today. Thank you.